Welcome to Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. Today, a pair of Pac-12 teams getting set to square off in a game that could have season-long implications. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Mustangs will kick it off to get us underway. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be brought down. So USF's return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide...
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. Back to pass, it's Harmon. Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Sanders. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Bulls will call on their punt team. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So the SMU Mustangs offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Working that left side now. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. To the air, it's Harmon. Throwing right. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. Finds his tight end. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
And that is another first down for the offense.
On the move, it's Ellington. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fakes the grab on the left. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. It's caught. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. And the Mustangs have pushed it inside the 20. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Alabama endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Bryant-Denny Stadium, and the Tide came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Off the play fake on first down. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Now on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wall. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3, it's 3rd and 7. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. Got his man downfield. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Bulls are moving quickly down the field.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Buys a little time with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Bulls want to move quickly. On third down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Landry. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Bulls will line up to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The give to the tailback. Jukes his way for more. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man quickly. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. The Mustangs decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking to throw, it's Harmon. Gets it out fast. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Tackle is made after 43. Brings up second down.
They'll try the run. And the Bulls have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
For the offense.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. One step wrap, two step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. They're trying to get to it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up. You see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
The Bulls will punt it away on fourth down. Just needs a crack to get a return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's up to 57 yards rushing as he inches closer to that 1,400-yard milestone. On second down, he'll let it fly. Working on the right. And he breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Mustangs! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. about to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
17, South Florida, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Bulls. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You could tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
17, South Florida, 7.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Power football with the run. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Off play action. Shoots it to the left. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. Smashes through the tackle. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Running back searching for a hole. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, South Florida. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
South Florida, 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll run it from the gun. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Gets open down the middle. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll go back to the ground. At the 35, he's loose. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. He wants to throw. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. He's looking to throw. This time it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Ellington. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Here he goes breaking the pocket. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Man, come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
And they've converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Using his feet to buy time. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And it's right down the boulevard.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Back to throw, it's Harmon. He's got his man. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bulls moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And here on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He's looking to throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Sanders. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Release to the back. They're working that left side. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage, take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Brings up second down.
The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The Bulls will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Gets rid of it. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's on target and complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants to throw it again. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll try to get the first through the air. Might be looking to run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice.
It's a reverse.
60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And the Bulls in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the tight end.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. On the run, it's Ellington. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Brings up second down.
Leaves it with the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And that's a first down.
Fast motion from the offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Here's the handoff. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Here on third down for this offense. The give to the back. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. The Mustangs line it up with a 1st and goal. A run for the quarterback. Diving for the goal line, and the ball's knocked free. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Handoff from the gun. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Bulls want to crank the tempo. They go to the ground. Tackle is made after the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Offense gets set for second down. He'll do it himself. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Sanders. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Fires to the big fella. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
He'll just keep slinging it. He'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw, it's Harmon. Pocket starts to collapse. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Using his legs, it's Ellington. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
brings up second down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Mustangs line up to punt it away. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Tom.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to move it through the air. With the catch, it's Wall. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. He wants to throw. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. 2nd down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Harmon. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Landry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It's good.
That makes the score. South Florida, 24. SMU, 20.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's got it. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Dallas to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those 1st downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
And the Bulls will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Trying to find his man on first down. He fires to the left side. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. Caught in the backfield, it's Ellington. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, SMU! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. They're trailing by just 4 to Texas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the running back from the shotgun. The Bulls get it past the sticks. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He's looking to throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. This offense has a second down play. Back to throw, it's Harmon. Feeling some heat. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
He's got it on the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Bulls racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he'll let it fly. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, USF! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Trying to impose their will with the run. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. Powers through the defender. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Gets it out quickly. Tackled there by the defense. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. It's first down from the 11. Makes his connection. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They took it 71 yards down the field, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the school. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They'll leave it with him. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. The Bulls are in the hurry-up.
Brings up 2nd down.
To throw, it's Harmon. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly to the tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The offense set for a first down play. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. They can block.
And the quarterback is snowed under. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up in the game.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see what he can do with it. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack, he lets one fly deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, SMU. A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
South Florida, 31.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. He hurls one deep down the left side. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Coming after it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Bulls will punt this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. From the gun, running back gets to give. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Motion from the offense. To the ground with the back. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. He decides to keep the football. He can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UNLV is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Fresno State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the back. At the 35, he's got room. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. And the Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Harmon. Zings it complete to the right. They get him down after he makes the catch. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wall. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. And they swarm him under. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He'll do it himself. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with...
He lobs one high down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, SMU. And the route is on. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He leaves it with his back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Sanders. And he is run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Dropping back, it's Harmon. Fires left. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Bulls will send out the punt unit. Slips through the line. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Going up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. He'll keep it himself. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Mustangs. And the stomping has commenced. These guys wanted to make a statement. The statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
62, South Florida.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls' offense will return to the field. Give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Harmon. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And the Bulls will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll field it close to the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the tight end. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Caught in the backfield. It's Wall. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the 3rd.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Mayo. Quick step and go. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
On the play. 1st down for the offense.
They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
2nd down coming up.
Grab behind the line. It's Sanders. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Wall. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
At the 13-yard line.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him. And they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here, Liz.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. He's looking downfield to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess, have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And they did tack on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Nebraska is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Lincoln for some time. They're up 14 over Purdue. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The pull and throw off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Reads it, fires complete. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And that's a first down.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Mustangs are on the move. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Trying play action. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mustangs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, SMU! And the pummeling has started. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So the 16-play drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4.
69, South Florida, 38.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds a spot in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Getting some heat. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? On 1st and 10 from the 38. He's going to pass. He's right on target. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the move. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Brings up second down.
Leaves it with the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw on 3rd. The throw. Touchdown, South Florida. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The give to the tailback. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Now facing a 3rd and long. It's reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Ball in the air, intercepted. You know he would have loved to have tacked on a big return to that pick, but they've got it in the red zone at the 15.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position,
just steamrolling the defense. Touchdown, Mustangs! And the punishment has been extended. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
SMU 76, South Florida.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They'll throw it on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. He's looking to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Bulls decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. At the 35, he's open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Good enough.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give from the gun. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They'll try the run. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down, able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can...
And the pass is intercepted. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. If we get the interception, this one's almost over.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Power football with the run. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses, and man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. When you arrive in Kinnick Stadium, you know what's in store. Hard nose, toughness, defense, and you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Oregon Ducks offense will get the first swing of the game. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take... This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Wants to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. This time on target. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Takes the handoff. It's Casey. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They feed him again. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. And the Ducks are marching down the field. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They've been running it, but now the pass. Throws for the tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Looking for a man. It's McFadden. Working that left side now. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. 3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Looking to move it through the air. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Iowa's offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a great matchup we have of 2 highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this, Reese. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm a better running back than you. Both these guys are looking to be the man today.
And both guys can go the distance, right? These 2 running backs seem to get better as the game goes on. So which defense can be more physical, step up, and at least slow the other guy down?
Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Brooks. Quickly complete. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run it from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to buy time. He'll pull it down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. He'll try the left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Get it out on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He rifles one deep down the right side. Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. It'll be a draw. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking downfield, it's Brooks. Trying to get to it. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. The Hawkeyes will punt it away on fourth down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Bringing it back, it's Castellanos. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The give out of the gun. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Brooks. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Gets away from one, he's got space. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. They keep attacking through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And how about that play by the free safety? You sort of got the feeling somebody's band was going to be playing after that one. Big gamble by the defense.
Yeah, a great job timing it up and catching them off guard, bringing the blitz. It is. You say that because I get it. It's high risk, high reward. That time, high reward, getting the sack.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Off play action on first down. Working that left side. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw, it's McFadden. Firing to the right, complete. At the 45, on his way. Off he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. Runs through the tackle. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They've got the screen set up.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Hold it. Finds his man on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's McFadden. The throw to the outside is complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Open space at the 25. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. He wants to throw. Using the quick game. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Snags it. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Off the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. On the return, it's Castellanos. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's now got 78 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Wide receiver shows motion. To the air, it's McFadden. He finds his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
You know, it's not often you get to see QBs go over 5,000 yards passing in a year. We've watched this guy, though, be a special player for this offense all season long. With that last completion, he's now hit the milestone.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the back. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Ducks have this offense rolling. Trying to find his man on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Got it! And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. So close to cashing it in for this offense. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Barges ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Kent State has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete on the right side.
They're trailing by 14 to Akron. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. To the air, it's Brooks. He's got it. Fighting off the defender. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the 1st down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Floats it out in space. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Running it back, it's Castellanos. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. First down here for the offense. Looking for room, it's Casey. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Tackled after picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Now on first down from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. At the 20, he's got space. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He caught it! And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Trying to power it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
49, Iowa, 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Makes the catch. It's Toppin. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Complete downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big... He is smashing people. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
Great decision-making by the quarterback option play. The defense did a nice job taking away the pitch man, so no reason to panic. Quarterback reads it, puts his foot in the ground, and goes and scores.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Brooks. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. And the Hawkeyes get enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He'll keep it himself. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Now they'll run the draw. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Finds the tight end. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Finds a crease at the 20. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Central Michigan has the lead right now. Mount Pleasant has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 11 over Northern Illinois. We'll circle back if anything big.
He's going to fire deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon! This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Still on his feet at the 45. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
We know football gets harder when you start to get the red zone and the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the boulevard. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He now has 115 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The play-action fake. Finds his big tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Bulls his way forward. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. It's McFadden. He's got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. throws into double coverage, and it's picked off.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got three DBs, three corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming with it.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Good enough for
He's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Toppin.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last two games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Catch in the middle. It's Kennedy. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. He's going to pass. A little release to the back. Plows through the defense. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On second down, just keeps firing. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
first down for the offense.
Dropping back, it's McFadden. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Forced out of the pocket. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you could tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. One of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Iowa City. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They're bringing heat. Buying some time. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
They need something that goes forward this time on second and long from the 14. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Pulls it in. It's Kennedy. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Handoff from the shotgun. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Hawkeyes are rolling down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. It's complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Leaves it with the running back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Play number 9 on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Brooks. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
If you're going to play football, you have to be able to mix up coverages. You can't just sit back in the same thing. How about the zone blitz? Catch him off guard. It looks a little bit like man, but I blitz a linebacker in there, hits the quarterback, gets him on the ground. He didn't even know what was coming to him.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 20, he's got space. Tripped up for the tackle.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Tulane. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We've got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. The Ducks line up to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looking downfield, it's Brooks. Good timing on the quick out. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Brings up 3rd down.
It's a draw. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Line is set on 3rd down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They're trying to get to it. Wide open downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
27.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Here's the handoff. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun. Give on the inside. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, the power run here. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Looking to go up top on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Handoff from the gun. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Brooks. Quick strike complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. DB's right up on the receivers. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just feeds the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. With the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa! He didn't see anyone open. He said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He makes the connection. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on 2nd down. On the ground with the counter. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Short, quick, precise passing game. Good enough to move the sticks. The Ducks have their offense in high gear.
At the 42. And that's good enough.
Got his man quickly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. Feeling some heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
The Ducks will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Give to the running back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the move, it's Kennedy. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, Dave, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Got a man. It's Toppins. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll leave it with him. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Brings up second down.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Kennedy. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
First and goal, Iowa.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for the offense.
Brings up second.
Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Cincinnati is running away with this one right now. It's kind of felt like that old Bearcat has been crowd surfing all game. They're up by 22 over Memphis. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll try to get outside. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. On the return, it's Kennedy. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Going up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got it. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
First down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 2nd and 10 here. They're going to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Brooks. He's got his man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Hawkeyes are flying down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll go to the ground. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. He's got his man. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Oregon! And the beatdown has ensued. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
80, Iowa, 41.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. He wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down leaves them in 2nd and manageable. To the air, it's Brooks. Got his man downfield. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The aerial assault continues. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Spits it out to the back. Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's looking for a man on second down. To the end zone, and is picked off.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the inside. Spins away from the defense. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, the ground game. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10.
And first down for the offense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.